Welcome to Monday Mobility. And I had a live session a moment ago with Guy. It was unexpected to have anybody join, so we did our own thing. It was a great session. So, Guy, I hope you enjoyed it. But what I want to do in this session, this training, is talk about mobility and discuss the basic 7 human movement shapes, which everybody should be able to perform, and then give you an idea of how to start restoring those should you be limited in either of those. So let's jump right into it. There are 7 human movement shapes that when we have good archetypes, when we have optimal shapes, they allow us to perform really well in all things that we do in martial arts, in sports, activities, daily tasks. And so it's very important that we have these. And so let's go and begin with the first one. The first one is going to be the arm overhead position. Okay, so bringing the arms up overhead and try not to overarch the back, keeping the arms locked, elbows locked, and being able to breathe without losing that position. Big breaths into your core, expanding the gut, allowing that diaphragm to drop, and then exhaling and repeating that for 4 to 6 breaths per position, whether you're just holding them over the head or in a static stretching position, either works. But ideally, this is the arm overhead position. Commonly, a fault is the arms falling forward because the lats are overactive, so we cannot get the arms to come back far enough because of the overactiveness here. So we're going to loosen these up, stretch them out. That's the first thing. The next, and there's 7 of them, and actually I won't go through all of them, but I'll just go through the basic ones that we need to cover today. The next one is going to be the hinging and then the squatting. It's basically a squat hinge archetype. So from the side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hinge my hips, knees slightly bent. I'm going to bring my shoulders or torso to about 90 degrees. Okay, so this is my position. You're going to feel the hamstrings become nice and tight. Okay, common fault with these is that we can't get to that 90 degrees. So whether that's hamstrings or that's hip stuff, commonly there's just muscle imbalance within the system that prevents that range. And so what we're going to do is mobilize, foam rolling, stretching these muscles. So this is the hinge, making sure we get to that 90 degree. Okay, and a squat. Find a good position, bringing the hips to about knee level or lower, and then standing. Okay, so we're going to repeat that again. And standing. Common faults, you're going to see knees too far forward, they cave, they're too far out. You might even see from the back, you get this sort of tucking of the hips, or even the overarching of the lower back. Torso falling forward during the position of the squat. And so ideally what we want to do is focus on lengthening the quadriceps, the TFL, and make sure we're activating and strengthening the posterior glutes, medial maximus. And so that will help to position the lower lumbopelvic hip complex so that it's anatomically correct. Joints are in correct position and everything's moving in sync. And so when there's imbalances in any of these movements, shoulders or the neck and the knees, ankles, elbows, wherever, if there's overactive anterior, posterior, underactive, the joints become, imbalance and muscles become imbalanced. And so it basically you end up compensating and causing motor control or movement imbalances. And so that's the next thing. So we did the squat, we did the hinge, the arm overhead position. The last one I'm going to go over today for just this movement series is the lunge. And so this one, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, just bringing the back knee to the ground. And then switching. Back knee to the ground, and then switching. So just a basic lunge. Okay. Nice and controlled. Commonly, the faults that you see with these are, again, instability of the knees, maybe, knee dominance, knees, too far forward, heel rising on either of these is common as well. And so forward trunk leaning. And so these are all a result of having overactive anterior or just muscle imbalances. Some are weak, some are over tight, and it just causes this shifting of the system. And so makes it, you end up compensating throughout basic shapes. And so we don't want that. But those are the basics. And what I want to give you today is a few stretches that you can do to start taking a crack at improving those. The first one, you can use a wall. You can use a belt of some sort to tie the heel to the leg, but I'm going to show you using a wall or even a couch. So imagine this was a couch or a wall, and we're going to focus on the quads. What you can do is you're going to place your knee towards the wall, like so. The foot is up on top. Okay, so you're going to start from here, hands down, and you're looking for the stretch of the quadricep. Okay, so if you don't have it here, bring that foot up until you feel that stretch. Hang out here for 30 to 60 seconds, just breathing into it. Breathing is key. Breathing into it, breathing into the area that you're stretching. And then when I'm comfortable, I'm going to come to a more upright position. Hang out here for 30 or 60 seconds. And then eventually I'll be at a point where I can bring my hip to my heel, sitting upright for 30 to 60 seconds. Okay? You perform that on both sides. Again, knee to the wall. First position. Do that for 30 to 60 seconds, 1 or 2 times. If you're good there, come to this as your starting position. If you're good there, upright position, heel and butt connected, 30 to 60 seconds. That will help to relieve any of that overactiveness in the quadriceps, in the muscles here that tie into the knees, to the quads, into the pelvis. So stretch those daily. If you find any of those imbalances, maybe the forward trunk leaning, knees caving, overarching of the lower back, or if you stretch them and they're tight, then we'll just work on them. Okay, so these are commonly a muscle that most, if not everybody, struggle with because of the lifestyle. We sit at our desks all day on our computers at home, and they conform to those shapes. Our muscles are amazing at adapting, and so we want to try to work on those. So the next one we're going to do is a lat stretch. Okay, and the lats are also common in being overactive because of we don't raise our arms up overhead enough, number one, but also because we sit in this shoulder rolling forward position or postured position where these become short. And so we want to open up that range, and that's going to play, it's going to pay huge dividends in everything that we do when we're reaching up overhead or moving our arms up and around, like whatever we're doing with the arms, in regard to raising them up overhead. Having mobile lats will allow the arm and shoulder capsule to work in unison, or just be in a better position to reduce the pain, eliminate the impingement or the catching, and so loosen up those lats, right? And then this is going to be the end of the session today. And if this is helpful, comment below if you found value in this, and if you want to join tomorrow, our Technical Tuesday session. I just wing it. There's no real I have an idea of what I'm doing, but like today we had one person join, I didn't expect them, and so we did what he wanted, so. Did some striking and then some basic movement, of course, and then I talked a bit about the human mechanics. And so hopefully Guy again enjoyed that, but here's what I want you to do next. Thumbs up, use a table, chair, whatever, to drive your head through till you feel that lat stretch. You can lean to one side to get a bit more stretch, or the other side. You're gonna hold that stretch for 30 to 60 seconds. The key here is breathing. You do both sides. Lean to the side. Breathing in. One more time. And that will help to improve the lengthening of the lat. So do those 2 stretches today to prepare for your day. And I guarantee you will feel better, you'll move better, and you'll perform better. Now, this session was very short, but I wanted to get started. And I want, if any of you have access to Amazon, I'm assuming you do, there's these monster bands you can get. There's these Voodoo Floss bands you're gonna need. And you're also gonna need a foam roller. I don't use this one, but I like the flat ones. I use the long 36 inches. So a foam roller. That is it, guys. I've got to go build some tiny homes. So perform that. Prepare for your day. Grab those tools and comment below. Leave some feedback. Go into the classrooms. Start your meal planning. It's very basic. Just follow that warrior way plan, and then jump into the movement course. It's quite a bit of information, so if you need help, schedule a one-on-one with me, but jump into the movement course and start testing your movements. Start seeing what muscle imbalances through your posture, or your static posture assessment, your transitional movement assessment. See what assess yourself, do the assessments, analyze it, and then choose a program. And if you have a hard time getting through it, just schedule a one-on-one with me, and then I'll fast track you right to the starting line. So there's 6 programs, 16 strategies that you can choose from in that master classroom, the movement mastery course. And so it's everything you're going to need to start restoring the human movement system. And I hope today was it was a good day for you. And I hope you join us tomorrow, Tuesday, for our Tactical Tuesday session. See you guys next time.